What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you why this asset at the very beginning of 2023 rose for more than 130%. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that I had two options. First of all, if this asset will not break this range, this lowest point, probably we might have this structure as our 5-wave structure, and in this case we have to see another leg to the upside. And because of this, let me show you. Because of this overlapping of the fourth wave on the territory of the first one, we cannot have the fifth wave that will hit much higher targets. And I have to say that this asset didn't break this bottom, as you can see right here, it didn't break it. And probably we might have this type of price action. But in this case, the geometry of this price action is not so good, and I don't think that this is the case. Probably we have 5 waves inside this movement, somewhere from this lowest point to its highest point, and basically I don't need this tool as well. And this might be a completely new movement to the upside that is right now in the consolidation phase right before its next leg to the upside, probably next leg to the upside. But everything I will show you in my technical analysis, and for now let's continue with the fundamental news. So from the very end of December 2022 we don't have any news on their investors section. The latest one was made on December 22nd, and we don't have any news from David Michery official Twitter account. And because of this, I think the only reason why we have this massive spike in its price is the support of retail community. And as you can see, even right now, Mullen Automotive is on the second place on the most active section, and we had this ticker symbol on the top 3 places on the most active and watchers section at the very end of 2022 and the very beginning of 2023. On top of that, on the apewisdom.io website, and this website tracks the Wall Street Bets community and tracks the activity of Wall Street Bets community related to different assets. And this asset is on the 37th place, and it lost about 12 rows during last 24 hours. But definitely about a week ago it was on a very high position right here. And the reason of this interest is definitely a short squeeze. Right now the short borrow fee rate is relatively low at 34.7%, but at the very beginning of 2023 it was mind-blowing 742.53%. And as you can see right here, we have very high volatility of the shares, of the number of shares available for shorting, and right now it is about 2.9 million shares available. And definitely this extremely high number at the very beginning of 2023 implies very good potential of the short squeeze. Next potential catalyst was, in my opinion, this one. We are in the list of institutional investors in Mullen Automotive, and at the very end of 2022 we had several filings from major investment firms that added its position in Mullen. And I have to say that this is not the real execution date of this deal, it is just a filing date. And the deal date was basically about 45 days prior this date. But we have the NP filings at the very end of 2022, and we have a lot of companies that added its position. Definitely it is not the highest one. For example, Fidelity added 2.12% to its position, but the total value of its position is only $17,000. Second position is definitely much bigger, and they also added about 2.1% to its position, and the value of this position is $1.2 million. And we also have BlackRock. We have, as you can see right here, Charles Schwab added its position, but the value is not so high as well. And because of this news, a lot of retail investors might see the opportunity of short squeeze this stock, because the short borrow fee rate was extremely high, and short sellers were forced to close their position because of these extremely unfavorable conditions. And let me show you another news that we should know. And we are on investorplace.com, and this article was published just 15 hours ago. And it's titled, "Dear MULN Stock Fans, mark your calendars for January 13th. And the subtitle is following: MULN must file its delayed Form 10K within 4 days. And let me quote you the key bullets. The deadline for Mullen Automotive to file its delayed Form 10K is on January 13th. MULN originally had a deadline of December 29th. Shares of MULN stock are up by about 20% year to date. So definitely you might think that on the one hand it is a very good growth, but on the other hand it is the growth right after more than 90% of losses in 2022. So, and let me show you why they have this delay. On December 29th, the electric vehicle company disclosed that it would be late in filing its Form 10K. MULN attributed the delay to needing more time to properly value its warrants. The company has hired an independent third party to assist with this, as the outcome could have an impact on the consolidated results of operations. And definitely this might be quite good news on the one hand, because a lot of people might anticipate very strong fundamentals from MULN compared to their previous fundamentals, definitely. But on the other hand, I have to say that it is not the best sign in general when the company has to hire an independent third-party assistant with this report. And I have to say that it is not the only deadline that we have on January 13th. On January 19th we have the second deadline, and let me show you this. If I click on this small icon right here on the first headline, you can find this information, and I covered it on one of my previous video, and let me show you this. On top of that, another catalyst is just around the corner for the company. MULN was initially supposed to hold its special meeting of stockholders on December 23rd. However, the meeting was postponed to January 19th. Several significant proposals will be voted on at the meeting, such as a reverse stock split and increasing authorized common stock to 5 billion from 1.75 billion. And definitely, with the positive decision, the dilution from 1.75 billion shares to 5 billion shares will be a major bad catalyst, negative catalyst for this asset. But on the other hand, if this meeting will be postponed again, definitely we might see the trend continuation. And that's why we have a huge volatility on this asset right now, and we have decent chances to hit high targets. On top of that, let me remind you that this company still has one 6-meter electric van that they should quote-unquote deliver, because according to this data, they imported this van from China at the very end of October 2022, and they have to deliver this van in order to stay in line with their forecast of first deliveries at the first quarter of 2023. And this might also be quite a decent catalyst, short-term catalyst that might drive the price of MULN higher. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, according to Elliott wave theory, probably we have right here, let me show you from this swing low, we have, this is our, let me show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first wave, this is our second wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is our third wave, and we have, as you can see, we have the retracement right in the third wave. And this retracement shouldn't overlap the top of the first wave in order to hit higher targets. And if it is the case, we might see this movement probably to the ranges of about 30 to 33 cents price point when we'll see the bottom of the fourth wave. And the next leg with the conviction of volume might be higher and might reach its next ranges of resistance at 53 or even 60 cents price point. And what should we expect next, and how can we benefit from this movement? Definitely this asset has extremely high volatility, and if you want to catch the next leg to the upside, if you believe that the upcoming catalyst on January 13th and January 19th will be positive for Mullen, definitely you can accumulate your position on the way down. But the crucial levels of support that shouldn't be broken is right here. If it is the real case of 5-wave structure, and if it is the bottom of the second wave, we shouldn't break the 27.41 cents price point. In this case, the third wave will be eliminated and the entire movement to the upside will be eliminated as well. So this is the crucial point that shouldn't be broken, and depending on the price action and the volume, we might hit higher targets probably to 53.44 cents or even 60 cents price point. I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys until next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad.